today I want to go over how to measure progress on a specific lift. So, when we're looking at how to measure lifts, we have two main methods that I like to use. Number one is basically, I'm not super creative, I just call it the 1 rep max calculator method. And number two is using the RPE method and then getting some calculations in there. So what exactly are these two methods? They're very simple. The 1 rep max calculator method is essentially plugging in how many reps you did and how much weight you did. I'm going to put up the calculation right underneath me here, and it's going to be your reps lifted times 0.033 times the weight you did, all in brackets, and then you're just going to simply add that number to the amount of weight that you did, and that'll predict your 1 rep max. And again, these are estimations. With RPE, I'm not going to go into what RPE is here, but basically RPE, we can use a number of reps and match that to our subjective difficulty of that set, which is going to be corresponded to a percentage. So let's say we do an RPE of 9 for 3 reps. That's going to be approximately 85%. So basically all you're going to do is find the weight you did, and then you're going to divide that by the corresponding intensity that corresponds to your RPE. So if you lifted 100 pounds, it'd be 100 divided by 0.85, and there's your estimated 1 rep max. So the similarities between the two are essentially that you have to do math for both of them. You'll probably need a spreadsheet or a calculator, and that's kind of where the similarities end. They both obviously measure your 1 rep max, but I like to use the 1 rep max calculator more for programs where you're doing rep maxes a lot, and then I like using RPE method for other programs where you're doing a lot of lower load stuff. So let's look at the pros and the cons of each method. For the 1 rep max method or calculation, the main pro is that it's just really simple. You just plug in your weight you lifted, you just plug in how many reps you did, put in a little coefficient there, and you're set to go. The main cons of this method are that it's kind of inaccurate with the more reps you do. So I only would really suggest using this up to maybe 6 to 8, and even up there it's not super accurate. I mean, again, these are just subjective numbers to help give you some idea of if you're progressing or not. But yeah, if you're doing a lot of, I don't know, sets of 12 and you're doing a maximal set of 12, well, the estimation's not going to be very accurate. So the main pros for the RPE method are that you can still measure your 1 rep max without having to do a max lift. Let's say you're doing a set of 6, but maybe you're on a volume block and you're only doing an RPE of 8. So that means that you're not doing a set of 6 that's maximal. So your estimated max is going to be more accurate using the RPE method because the percentage is going to be low, and that's baked into the RPE chart system. So the main con of the RPE system is that once you have your RPE chart, it's not always accurate. The ones that are usually circulating around are kind of the generalized ones, and don't get me wrong, they're very, very good, but they're not only not going to be completely accurate between each person, but even in one person, it might not even be accurate between each lift. So I like to have a lot of my clients using the RPE method do a couple different lifts using a couple different RPEs to figure out what their true RPE is for the specific lift they're doing, because again, it can be different. So now you have two simple methods of measuring progress on your lifts. Hopefully this helps you. If you have any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section below and I will get back to you. Take care. Don't forget to like or subscribe. Later.